everyone. Welcome to the Your Midlife Maven, How to Create the Perfect Plate to Lose Weight or Maintain Your Weight with Healthy, Balanced Meals discussion. Now, we had a few technical difficulties and we were unable to broadcast live from Facebook this morning. And then there were some anticipated technical difficulties with Instagram. So we brought the Instagram live here to Zoom today and we're recording here, and then we're going to share this on all of the Your Midlife Maven social media platforms. So before we get started, let me introduce myself, tell you a little bit more about me, and then we'll dive right in. So I'm Christy Steptoe, your midlife maven, and in addition to having a bachelor's degree in business administration and marketing, I'm also a certified personal trainer and a certified nutrition coach. I'm also the founder and editor of the health and wellness lifestyle brand and blog, Your Midlife Maven. And I specialize in helping women 40 plus to get and stay healthy, fit, and well. So let's get started. Now I'm going to try to get a little fancy here and share my screen. Let's put it in slideshow mode. So there you go. So you all can see the presentation. So as I mentioned, today's topic is how to create the perfect plate to lose weight or maintain your weight with healthy, balanced meals. Now, before I give a talk or give a discussion or even start a conversation with my clients, I like to start with a quote that sort of sets the theme, the tone, and the mood for what we're going to discuss. So today's quote is, think of your plate as a blank slate. What you paint can either feed disease or fight it. And so, of course, today with today's discussion, we're all about fighting disease, helping you get healthy so that you can live a healthy, fit, and well life and lifestyle. So here's what we'll be discussing today. Number one, why it's important to create the perfect healthy plate. Number two, how to create the perfect healthy plate. And number three, tips and tools you can use to easily create the perfect healthy plate on a regular basis. So let's start with why it's important to create the perfect healthy plate. There are many reasons to eat healthy, to live well, to make sure you're feeding your body nutritious and delicious foods. But I'm going to highlight a few that are somewhat specific to midlife women. And they are, number one, as you age, your nutritional food and water needs change. As you age, your metabolism, which is how fast your body converts food to energy, changes, which we all know means the metabolism slows down. Women lose about half a pound of muscle per year, starting at around the age of 40, which makes losing weight even more difficult. And we know that exercise can help us build lean muscles, which will help in turn boost or speed up our metabolism. But food also plays into that, where when we feed our bodies proper nutrition to fuel those muscles, it also helps to feed and boost the metabolism as well. And number four, midlife women are more likely to experience health concerns related to nutrition like diabetes, high blood pressure, and high cholesterol that can all be addressed with healthy eating and nutrition. Now, when we think about creating the perfect healthy plate, there are two important areas to focus on when we are creating or designing this plate. And they are, number one, the type of food you eat, and number two, the amount of food you eat, meaning portion sizes. Now, we're going to delve into each of these areas to give you a little bit more insight so that you can plan and create your own perfect healthy plate. So there are three types of foods you should include when creating the perfect plate. One would be non-starchy vegetables. This includes leafy greens, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, green beans, and peppers. Number two would be lean protein. This would include chicken, lean meats like pork, and beef tenderloin, fish, and eggs. And thirdly would be whole grains or starchy foods. This would include brown rice, quinoa, whole wheat pasta and barley, baked or mashed potatoes with skin, turnips, and butternut squash, just to name a few. So here's why these three types of foods should be included when creating the perfect plate. We always talk about when you're making a decision to embark on a health and wellness journey, or you're making a decision to get healthy and live healthy, fit, and well, you always want to start with your why, because that sort of determines your motivation. Well, the same thing really applies when it comes to nutrition. If you know why these foods are important, you're more inclined or more likely to include them on your plate. So let's go into each category of foods and then talk about why they are important to include on your healthy plate. Non-starchy vegetables. These vegetables are naturally low in calories and sugar. They are rich in fiber, and they're not only healthy for you, but they're filling also, which means that you will feel full and satisfied, and you'll be less likely to overeat or indulge in foods that maybe you shouldn't be eating at the time. Also, lean protein. Lean protein sources and meats have fewer calories, are low in sugar, and don't contain much fat. Now, this is the trifecta when it comes to thinking about losing weight. These three things are so important: fewer calories, low in sugar, and low in fat. So lean proteins really checks all the boxes when it comes to healthy eating. Number three, whole grains or starchy foods. Whole grains are high in fiber. They help you feel full and satisfied, and starchy foods provide energy, fiber, and various vitamins and minerals. Starchy foods are also part of a balanced diet. Now, there's one word I want to sort of hone in here, zoom in on when we talk about whole grains or starchy foods, and that's energy. Midlife women often complain of being having low energy or being fatigued, feeling fatigued. And so a lot of times that low level of energy is often driven by the foods that we're feeding our bodies. So it's important to make sure that you include whole grains and starchy foods in your diet so that you can fuel your body with the proper nutrition and vitamins and minerals to give you more energy. So now we've talked about the types of foods that you should include on your healthy plate. We've talked about why those foods are important to include on your healthy plate. Now let's talk about how much of these foods you should put on your plate. So when it comes to non-starchy vegetables, half of your plate should be non-starchy vegetables. About 50% should be vegetables or a combination of fruits and vegetables. When it comes to lean protein, about a fourth of your plate should be lean proteins. And we talked about what that would include: fish, eggs, beef tenderloin, chicken, those types of proteins. Then the other fourth of your plate should be whole grains or starchy foods. And we talked a little bit about what that would include as well: butternut squash, whole wheat pasta, brown rice, things like that. Those would be the foods that would fit in that category. And once you put those portions, those appropriate portions onto a plate, you have effectively created a healthy, perfect healthy plate to help you not only be healthy, fit, and well, but to give you more energy, to boost your metabolism, and to just help you live an overall healthy lifestyle. So you've created the perfect plate. Now you've got this in your mind. You've got the plate in your mind of what you need to put on the plate. But what are some other things that you can do to sort of fuel or push along that healthy eating plan? And I'm going to share a few tips and tools to help you not only create that perfect healthy plate, but also prep yourself and prepare yourself to stick to and stay with a healthy eating plan. The first recommendation I always give is to meal plan. Now, we talked about the three different categories of foods to include on this perfect healthy plate. And what I suggest when it comes to meal planning is picking one food source or food type from each of those categories and sort of build you a meal plan for 3 or 4 days. You could pick one vegetable, one whole grain, one lean protein for one day, and then do the same for the other days to follow. And then you can rotate those meal plans throughout several days or a few weeks. And then you have built yourself a good, healthy, nutritious meal plan. Now, one of the things I want to talk about real quickly is that if you followed your Midlife Maven for any amount of time, you're very familiar with my motto, everything in moderation. So when it comes to creating this perfect healthy plate and eating healthy and well, my motto is that you try to achieve some balance. You try to eat healthy more often than not, but you do build in those days or those times when you want to have some indulgences, when you want to allow yourself to have some things that you really, really like. So by eating healthy the majority of the time, you will allow yourself more leeway or more opportunities to have those indulgences without them negatively impacting your health, your weight, or your lifestyle. So again, meal planning is very simple and easy. You can write this meal plan out. You just choose the three different foods from the three different food groups, put them on a written plan, and then rotate those plans so that you have a healthy meal plan that will allow you to create the perfect healthy plate. Then the second suggestion I like to give is to create a shopping list. Once you've created your meal plan, it's so easy to just create a simple shopping list. You need this for this day, this for that day, and so on. And then you go out and you get those items so that your next suggestion, your pantry and your freezer and refrigerator are stocked with the appropriate foods. I am a firm believer, if you have good food in your home, you will eat good food. It's oftentimes when you don't have those foods available that you sort of move towards some things that are less healthy. So stock your pantry, your refrigerator, and your freezer by creating a healthy lifestyle and healthy living shopping list and getting all those things in your home so that you can more easily reach for those healthy foods. The fourth item would be to meal prep. And this is a big, big, important suggestion that I make for people who are living busy lifestyles. You don't have time to come home every day and prepare all of these meals and to make sure that they're all healthy and they meet, your certain nutritional needs. So the best way to do it is to pick a day during the weekend, a Saturday or a Sunday, after you've got your meal plan together, and prep your meals. You can get storage containers. You can have different types of containers where you can prep the meals. You can cook them, have them all prepared, store them in the containers. And then at the end of the day, or the morning or the afternoon, it's really easy just to reach in the refrigerator, grab the prepped meal and easily prepare it, warm it up, or cook it, whatever you need to do, but it's already planned and prepped for you. So that is one key suggestion I always like to give. And then also another item that I have that I really think is important for anyone who's embarking on a healthy lifestyle or healthy living journey is to invest in a portion plate. And I have one here that I am going to show you. It's a little different than the one that was on the slide, but this portion plate is a great way, especially for anyone trying to lose weight, a great way to know exactly what foods to put on your plate and in what portions. You'll see here there's vegetables, protein, fruits, and grains. Again, 50% of your plate is fruits and vegetables, a fourth grains, a fourth protein, and this will make it very easy to figure all of that out, or to just, create your plate more easily and make sure you're meeting all the healthy food requirements. So I've linked a plate here. This guide and this information will be available online for you to download following this video. So you'll be able to click the link and check out this portion plate to see if it's something you'd be interested in. And lastly, I always like to suggest that you invest in storage containers. We talked about meal planning and meal prepping. Having storage containers readily available to store your planned meals and your prepped meals in is so important. So I've linked to some of my favorite storage containers that you can check out as well. Now, before we end, I wanted to also share with you a few digital products that I've created that I think are very beneficial for anyone who's truly looking to get serious about their health and wellness and about losing weight or maintaining their weight. And the first guide that I created is the 6-step how-to guide to getting motivated to get healthy and lose weight during midlife. As we all know, everything starts in the mind and it starts with our motivation. And so if you think you want to get healthy, or you know you need to get healthy and you need to eat better and you need to embark upon a health and wellness journey, the first place to start is to get the mindset correct and motivated so that you can take the next steps towards success and reaching your health and wellness goals. So this guide is a definite 6-step how-to guide that would be beneficial for you to get you motivated and excited about getting healthy, fit, and well. And so it's also linked in this presentation guide that you'll have access to later. I've also linked a 4-week fitness and nutrition guide that will give you a 4-week meal plan, 4-week fitness plan, as well as recipes. And by the way, in the 6-step guide, there's also a 4-week meal plan, a 4-week nutrition and exercise plan. So you've got meal plans in both of those guides to really help you figure out what to eat and how to incorporate that into your healthy lifestyle. And then lastly, you can learn more about Your Midlife Maven at yourmidlifemaven.com. There are a variety of blog posts that I've shared previously. There are exercise videos and more guides and information that you can access. And you can also learn about the programs and services that I offer. And when we were live, we were going to have a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. But since we are not live and this is recorded, I would like to request that you leave any questions that you have in the comment section. I'll be sure to circle back and answer your questions. If you prefer to answer your questions, not leave your questions in the comment section, feel free to message me on Facebook or direct message me on Instagram with your question, and I will definitely get to give you an answer. And lastly, to close out this discussion, I always like to end on a positive note with a positive quote. So today's ending quote is live well, and be well. So let's all eat well, live well, and be well. And thank you so much again for listening in to this discussion. Please look for more lives to come in the near future. We will plow through any future technical difficulties and make sure you get information to help you live healthy, fit, and well. Thanks so much and have a great day.